Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. I guess you're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 2 November 2024. A lot of people have called me impulsive in life. A lot of people say, hey, you have to think before you act. And today's people that say, what? I didn't understand, I was busy acting. One of the things I did was very simple. One of the movies that really shaped me as a teenager was 8 Mile, for obvious reason. And, I'm going to tell you guys so much about this movie because we're doing a movie review. And the thing with 8 Mile is I watched it so fucking often that I never wanted to watch again. I watched it over 20 times. I watched it to a point where I knew the last battle. Now everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up. What? Now while he stands tough, notice that this guy that has his hands up. This free world got you passed up. Now who's afraid of the big bad wolf? 1, 2, 3, this is a 4 pack, 2 pack, 3 pack, 2 pack, 1 pack, 2 pack, 3 pack, 4, no pack, East pack, no pack, none. This motherfucker ain't no motherfucking MC. I know everything you got to say against me. I am white. I am a fucking bum. I do live in a trailer with my mom. My boy Future is an Uncle Tom. I do have a dumb frame named Sugar Bob who shot himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chunk. And Wing did fuck my girl. I'm still sitting here screaming fuck your free world. You don't know the fuck I've been through. But I know something about you. You went to cram school. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? You think he's a gangster? His real name Clarence. Clarence lived at home with both parents. That was good. My favorite part is possibly the ooh. I have an idea for a reaction. I have an idea for a reaction, and it's the tree battle of Eminem. That's a great reaction to it. So, long story short, cause Angie, focus please. Thank you. We're doing a movie review. Why am I impulsive? Because this movie meant so much to me. So much to me as a teen. For obvious reason. I went to an high school. I was considered one of the a very bad high school. There was a lot of gangster, a lot of different culture, and it was weird because in my grade school, and that's completely honest. I'm being completely transparent. I hope it doesn't sound racist, but if it does, hey, I'm being honest, okay? So I went here. I went to this school, this grade school, from 1st to 6th grade. Not a single kid of color in school. We were all French Canadian, and I was the kid who had a Egyptian mom. So he wasn't really French Canadian, right? He was a mix. So I was the oddball out. And then I went to high school. In high school, there was people from everywhere in the world, which was great. But it was a cultural shock because you're like, okay, there's more than just my culture, right? And for a kid who has been extremely sheltered, extremely a gamer, that doesn't watch a lot of TV but constantly game, I didn't even think about it, right? So, and that's not the only thing. I was constantly told that the high school that I was going to, and I was being told by people outside, I was being told by students in the school, this school is shit. No, this school was called Dalbevio. If you're asking me, I love that Dalbevio. Dalbevio was a really good school. I actually appreciate my time here. I've learned a lot about life there. Have really, really fond memory in Dalbevio. Not a lot of bad memories. A lot of fond memories. But when you're constantly being told that you have a horrible school, and then it's fucking shit. I know it's about 8 Mile, but let's talk about it a little bit. My father, I grew up at my father's place. My mom, she had me 2 days out of 14. My father was very proud of Lachine. My father was one of the workers for the city of Lachine. So he was extremely, extremely proud of Lachine. So, and it was a weird thing because when you understand my father, and I love my father, he's a really good guy, but when you understand my father, you understand that he wasn't necessarily proud of Lachine. He was more proud to be working for Lachine because, hey, I did this benchmark. This is my work. I don't care how shitty the city is. The whole city can be burning, but this one place, I did. The mentality, you know? So I was constantly being told that Lachine was a shit place. The school I was going to was a shit place. And at first you don't believe it. But then you start believing it. And 8 Mile came at a time where it was so fucking phenomenal. I was in a place where I was living my life, and it was a really good place. It was a really, really nice place. And then I was being told that, you know what, this city is shitty. The school that I'm going to is shitty. Once again, I have a good life. I'm gaming most of the day. I'm gaming, and when I'm not gaming, I'm thinking about games, right? And the sad part about this is it started hitting me like a rock, because now it wasn't a handful of people talking about how shitty the city was, right? It wasn't about that. It was about how everybody was kept talking about it. How I grew up, and this is all a story that I told before. You can actively check that out. How I grew up listening to Linkin Park. Linkin Park was my shit. Evanescence was my shit. If you were born in the 90s, that was huge. The best part, and I can guarantee it, the best part about high school, the very first couple of years, was you either had two chances. You had two choices. Either you were listening to Linkin Park, there was a group of people listening to Linkin Park, because in the 90s there was number one, or a group of people listening to Eminem. And the really weird thing with Eminem is, I did a video on Eminem and how much he means to me, and how much he changed my apps. He fucking changed my life. But most of the people were huge fan of gangster rap. So talking about bitches, talking about drugs, talking about money, right? Nothing wrong with that. And the song that they would play was song like Toy Soldier, was Welcome to Detroit City, was Smack That. It was Without Me, it was My Name Is, and it was a very violent Eminem. It was more so a Slim Shady than Eminem, but it was a very violent Eminem. So what really came into touch was people were listening to Eminem, and I was like, let me really figure it out. And I often say that one of the first band I started listening to in English, when I started speaking English more, because again, I didn't speak English before the age of 18. I was speaking French only. And one of the first band that I watched was Linkin Park. The second band was Eminem, if you're gonna call it a band. And Eminem, I started falling in love with his music, but not the music that other people listen to. I fell in love with stupid songs. I fell in love with songs like Ass Like That, the way you move it, you got my Phoebe go, dong dong dong. It was so cool. It was We Made You with a really good one. It was Without Me. I fell in love with a song called Oh When I'm Gone. Have you ever loved something so much you give an arm for? Not the expression, no, they'll give an arm for. And to me, the song was brilliant. It made me cry. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm cleaning up my closet. That's not the lyrics, but that's how way I remember it. And the funniest thing is, Eminem was at the radio a lot. Eminem was really at the radio a lot. And the very first song that I listened to from Eminem, the really first song that let's say, people are not gonna believe this. People are not gonna believe this at all. You wanna know why I speak such a good English? Even though I wasn't born speaking English, even though my teen years, my kids' years, I wasn't speaking English, because I would listen to music and I knew how they would say. So, for example, I would I would listen to a song called My Band. So the band was D12 and the band was Eminem. It was a feature with Eminem, because they don't even know the name of my band. So I get off stage right, drop the mic, welcome to Zachix, and I'm all like, sup, lady, my name's Slim Shady. I'm the leader of D12, baby. They're like, oh my god, it's him. Becky, oh my fucking god, is that a him? That's for the fucking god. Please, I'm not gonna say the rest because it's suck a cock. So I'm not gonna say that. Of course, I'll say that. I just said it. But it was the fact that Eminem was, it was funny, and I kind of relate to that. You see, Eminem was from which I know it's about 8 Mile, but it's about Eminem most of all. And the story of Eminem was this guy who not necessarily was pushed into it, but he was kind of being part of the rap world, and it was a very different mentality. It was once again, very funny, very different, very unique. And I thought, I was like, yo, I relate to that. I didn't relate to the gangster part of it, but I relate to the funny part of it. right? And I fell in love with Eminem. And then the craziest thing, there's no way you believe me. There's no way. My father, because again, I was living at my father's place. My father bought the DVD 8 Mile. It was possibly I was in high school, so I want to say it was possibly 2012, 2018, 2013. No. 2007, 2008. Yeah. 2012, I was out of school already. So in those years, and my father had this really weird habit of buying movie, not knowing what the fuck they were, then watching them and say, hey, this is good for my son, or this is not good for my son. So you would see this movie, and that's a really cool quality as a father, or as a parent at a thing. He knew Eminem was this really popular. Then he watched a movie where there's sex scene, there's violence. So he's like, no, it's not for my kid. And my father, there's so many good moments with my father. I remember the day of, I remember completely. It was during the summer, I was possibly 16, 17. And my father said, hey, you can watch that movie now. You're old enough to watch that movie. So it was kind of a celebration. And I watched 8 Mile. And that movie to me was phenomenal. And even the first time I watched it was amazing. But the better part I watched it was yesterday. And I'm gonna tell the reason why I watched it. I didn't even tell you why. ADHD. So the reason why we watched it was so much fun. It's because oh my god. Oh. The reason why I watched it the first time, which was a lot of fun, because I was a kid. The reason why I watched it yesterday was simply because Fortnite introduced a restaurant called Mom's Spaghetti, and you gotta understand why it's so important. It is so important. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch 8 Mile, and I watched it yesterday. And this movie, the fact that now that I understand, is completely fucking different. See, in the first time, you admire Eminem because he has this dream, but he's a hard worker. It's like, yo, I need to do this. I have a family to feed. So fucking go, right? He has a shitty mom. Well, not shitty. His mom is not shitty. She's trying though. And a lot of people don't understand the mom. Like, I just call her shitty, but that was my very first impression of her. Now that I watched the movie yesterday, I'm much older. I haven't watched a movie in 5-6 years because I watch it so often. And you feel bad for the mom. The mom, she has to deal with her son who coming back. He's an adult. And he's coming back and kind of a fuck up, right? It's like, oh. He has this girlfriend who took the car, who took everything he had. And he's starting from zero and it's like, Mom, can you help me? But mom's like, no, it's my time to enjoy my life, right? And I have your younger daughter who's 4 years old that I have to take care of. Which, fun fact, the younger daughter of Eminem, well, not the older daughter, Haley Jade, which is his daughter, is in the movie, in 8 Mile movie. And the funny thing about Haley Jade is she now is pregnant, so congratulations on the baby. It's not Slim Shady, it's Slim Grandpa nowadays. So, the movie, the first time I saw it, the thing that really stood up was Eminem was just a dude. He was just a normal guy with his friend and just chilling, and they all had a big dream, and they wanted to all to realize that big dream. And Eminem was a hard worker. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a job. You know what, I'm gonna be cool. But the part about 8 Mile that I love is there's this one scene versus Exhibit, and he's doing a rap battle with Exhibit, and the reason why he's doing that is because Exhibit is making fun of a gay guy. And Eminem's like, no, I'm going to protect him. And see, Eminem had a really good heart. And when I watched that movie, I didn't feel, and again, this is possibly because of the rapping about drugs, sex, and violence. But I didn't feel like a lot of people were out there for a good reason. You know, they were just out there to get money, right? And that's sad because that's not the truth. You look at people nowadays. I know it's not the truth, but back then I didn't know. Like, even if you look at artists from back then, 50 Cent, he was rapping about that, but 50 Cent had a good heart. Lil Wayne was rapping about that, but he had a good heart. Snoop Dogg was rapping about it, but Snoop Dogg was a family man. So it was a reality that was not completely. It was true, but it wasn't completely it. It's like, yo, we need to get that paper, but at the same time I have family to take care of, right? It's not for me. It's not because I'm greedy. It's because I have a family to take care of. I need to do shit, and that's why you like Eminem in the first movie. He doesn't do it because he wants to. He do it because he has to, and that's a very good thing. See, Eminem, he's in a studio. He's recording artist, and he's good. And again, there's this wonderful actress that now she passed away, which is Brittany Murphy, fucking incredible actress. Sad story too. Brittany Murphy, man, what a shame. What a shame. Died of an overdose, but anywho. So 8 Mile, and what you realize is it's always about having your boys back. And one of the other things that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's super important, is Cheddar. So Cheddar is part of the group with 8 Mile. There's Future. There's Wink, which is an asshole. There's the guy with the dread who's talking about politics. There's the fat guy. Sorry about that, but and there's Cheddar. There's the beef, right? Cheddar take out a gun. It's his mother's gun. And what happened? Everybody says, "Yo, put that shit down," because there was no gun involved. So the fact that Cheddar, it's a battle. There's no gun involved. But if Cheddar was to take out a gun, then they would take out their gun, and they would get killed. Everybody's like, "Yo, put that shit down." And when he does, he shoot himself. And then there's a scene where the whole groups are worried about him, and they come to knock at his door. And when they leave, he says, "Hey, Marshall, come here," or "Hey, Rabbit, come here." And it's a sad thing because you realize that Eminem was possibly one of the nicer of the guys. I'm not saying the other guy were nice, but he didn't feel confident to talk to his own friend because that's the kind of the culture of I'm tough, I'm this gangster, I'm this person that's fucking invincible, right? Another part of the two other great part of the movie is again this rap battle. Another part of this movie is when his mom gave him her whole car, and he makes a rap on someone's "Sweet Home Alabama." "Hey, my name is Jimmy. His name Greg Buell. Me, you, and him, we went to the same school. This is ain't cool. I'm in a rage. He's stepping on my mom, but we're almost from the same age. Speaking of my mom, she just gave me this new car. Here, Rabbit, there's a brand new car. You can have it. In 1978 shelter. This shit won't even take me to the shelter." Look at this car. "Thanks a lot, Mom. 'Cause Jimmy moved in with his mother with a garbage bag that's full of clothes, and now I'm right back in the gutter." Such a good movie. And at the very end to me is the ultimate battle, and I'm gonna be reacting to it. I wasn't planning to react to it, but I'm gonna react to it. And the whole movie was the very first song from Eminem that I really, really enjoyed, and was "Lose Yourself." And I know it by heart, but Eminem as a whole, such a talented artist. Of course, at first I fell in love with "Lose Yourself" because it was popular. Fell in love with "My Man" because it was popular. I fell in love with Without Me out of that because they resonate with me. They really resonate with me. The funny thing is, I had the MP3. I'm old as shit, guys. I'm old as shit. And I didn't know how to put music on. And I had this cousin that could put music on, but she could only play 12 songs on the thing because my parents asked her, "Hey, put some music on. Put the music in there." And I was like, "Okay," but she went on Facebook and shit like that. And then she pretended like she was working, but she wasn't, and then she put 12 songs. And one of those songs was "When I'm Gone." Eminem, yeah. You fall in love with a song like that, but Eminem, his whole discography is amazing. From "Beautiful," "I'm Not Afraid," I love "The Way You Lie," "Monster," "River," with Ed Sheeran, and it's not necessarily it's also about the people he collab with. "Venom," which is with Godzilla, Godzilla with Juice WRLD, which is insane. There's also very good song like "Till I Collapse." "Till I Collapse" is, to this day, one of my favorite songs when it comes to motivation. Failure's not an option. Failure's not. I'm trying to think about other titles that I remember. I like "Toy Soldier," of course. "When I'm Gone." Detroit City, of course. Stuff like that. We Made You. My Name Is. Real Slim Shady, Please Stand Up. Superman. Go to Sleep, Bitch. Die, motherfucker, die. Go to Sleep is good too. Why can't you see me? Only one for you is FT. Yeah, I don't know any others. Well, I probably do, but it's been a while. I have to get back into Eminem. I have to get back. I fell out of, again, all due respect, but I fell out of love after Recovery. And after that, I'm a weird guy. I'm gonna fall in love with an artist, listen to every single one of his songs. Then they're gonna have this album that I like a bit less, and then I'm completely gonna give up on them. I did that with Linkin Park. I did that with Eminem. I did that with Mac Miller. Rest in peace, Mac. I did that with a lot of people. Anywho, it's a long enough video. I love you guys. Take it easy.